lights it up.
Have you ever seen the I made this tree house.
Hello.
It was awesome. I even had the big part.
Hi.
It had this big tree, but I called it.
Oh yeah. What are you trying? Hello.
Gitnack is
Oh, it's sent music, yeah.
for being us here.
How much too good?
So I had to sit at my generation elbow.
So the host community has asked to do a dedication as well. At this time, I'd like to call Harvey Shields forward to conduct their dedication.
First of all, you mentioned about taking up the time. That's okay. That's good. You presented yourself, sending your songs, your dances. When you're a guest, you can take all the time you want. That's who we are. As we don't know how long it'll be before we see you again. It's a great honor and a great pleasure to meet each and every one of you, even if I don't know your names. We respect the time that you had, and we give it to you because you come a long ways to be with us. The months, the days of paddling to be here with us. You, all you paddlers, you deserve the time that you have to save me. Just you being here is a great honor for us to say welcome to Nishga, for being with us, for sharing a dinner with us, sharing songs, and all the other dance groups that were here, that are still here now. Thank you for being part of this, I'm going to say, very special occasion. For getting to know the lengths of who we are and what we have yet to learn, and also for the younger ones who truly know who they are. It's going back into our history of our ancestors. It's these younger ones that's here that paddle with you. They learned as they came all those miles across the water, and they learned their history of who they are. This is what my ancestors did. So with that, I myself have no problem with the time you've taken. I respect that. I respect you being here, as our dancers do. It's a whole new learning process for us of what we've experienced today, of you coming onto our land. We very much welcome that wholeheartedly. It was a great honor to see that come into our community, both the Sanyaquan and the Tongass. All the people that were waiting on the beach when you're coming in, they were so happy to see that. And I myself, it's been a long time since we experienced things like that. I can't say enough. As my brother-in-law said, Forrest DeWitt, when there's cheese ain't enough, You've earned every mile, every cart you paddle across to be with us. Your strength, your faith, you're getting to know who you are is what you earned. You know who you are. Be proud of it. As we are, as we'll continue to be. That's what keeps us moving, keeps us strong. Ourselves as well as our grandchildren. It makes me feel proud to see each and every one of you here. It made me feel good to see that happen in our community. And when that was given to us to see if we would do this here, I didn't even hesitate. I said, yes, we would. And with that being said there, it didn't bother me on how long you took, because it was a great honor and great pleasure to be here and spend the time with you this evening. And I'm sure that all the other dancers, just from them listening to what you had to present and say, meant a lot to them as well. Go home, go back home to our homes and where you come from with good feelings that this trip was well worth it for each and every one of you. And you coming to our community was a truly blessing. And so with that, we got some gifts for you as well, and I'll let Trudy give them out, or say, Trudy,
So we got 5 paddles for the 5 elders, and then I would like the 6 canoe leaders present up here, please.
Cheryl Robinson, Matthew Hill. Is that Ernie Bolton? Margaret Hill. Edward. While she's giving them out, you know, as we did in our grand entrance, due to the time, it's no problem. We'll do one grand exit with all the dancers that's here. Like, you know, right? And just taking home a good feeling of what took place today.
Like that.
And
High definition.
I don't look at the work. I look at who I met. The friends I met that came across the bay from another community. That's what I'll take home with me tonight. A good feeling to meet each and every one of you. And hopefully someday, if I'm down in Rupert or wherever I may travel, to run across you once again. So I thank all of you, the paddlers, your crew that made all this possible. I'm hopefully that something like this will happen again, and we meet again someday soon. Finish cheese to each and every one of you, all of you that's present here, the time that you took to put this together and to be here with us as we make those connections to carry them on with us to our grandchildren and our families, that they know what they have experienced here today is quite an honor for myself and my family and our community. I say good night to each and every one of you. Thank you.
We've been privileged to listen to different songs from different participants. We have another young brother who's going to come up. He's from Hard Lake, Alberta. And when he started singing his song in front of all of our young people, they were just so amazed with what he could do. Where he comes from, he's an actual drummer with a Cree drum group. He's also part of what they call fancy dance, where he comes from. He's participated in powwows, and we're very honored to have him come forward and share a song with us. We have one more element to our Canoe Journey, and this comes at an odd time, but it's also very good timing. At this time, we'd like to call forward one of our young sisters, Nishga. She'll come up and share.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Amwell. My Christian name is Levita Trimble. I come from the Nishga Nation and Prince Rupert with the Gitnack.angeak Nishga Urban Society. We had our canoe. During this journey, there's a lot of healing moments and a lot of emotions come up, but one way of hearing those emotions is with laughter. So I have a joke to tell you. But before I tell the joke, I just want to tell you about our experience on day 3 with our canoe, the Tsimshian. We were going through rough waters, and what these guys are talking about, being patient. We go through challenges. And one of the challenges we faced on day 3 was the waters, the waves were really high, and there were some people on our canoe that wanted to switch off. It was really rough, but we tried to make that change, and while we were doing that change, our canoe capsized over, and luckily our society had made us go through training before the Canoe Journey, so we had practiced the capsize a couple of times before coming on the journey. So some of our crew already knew what to do, and we are going to be preparing a Thanksgiving feast when we get back. We don't know a date yet, but we'd like to see all the support boats attend so that we could thank them for supporting us and pulling us out of the water and assisting everyone that was in the water. So with our healing experience, I have a joke. On day 5, we had a feast from the Gitnack.angeak Nation, and just there was like a mock wedding. Back in the day, you all know that there was arranged marriages, so they did a little mock thing. And I thought of this joke that I heard from a good friend of mine, and it was, this chief is ready to give away his daughter, and 3 warriors came forward wanting to marry her because she's so beautiful. But so he couldn't decide who he wanted to select, so he asked them to be creative about using the words liver and cheese. The first warrior came up and said, I like liver and cheese. And the chief looked at him and said, no, that's not good enough. The second warrior came up, looked at the chief and said, I don't just like it, but I love liver and cheese. The chief looked at him and said, no, I'm still not happy with that. The third warrior looked at the chief, then he looked at the other 2 warriors and said, liver alone, cheese mine.
Our last offering to the community, we can say thank you very much. This is the last song we'll share with you. We hope, though, that it's not going to be an end, but a beginning. I know our Nishga group has committed to coming up and starting our Canoe Journey in Gitnack, which means the very first community we'll get a chance to visit again will be your communities here. And we're looking forward to traveling next year to the Celtic Nation for the 20th anniversary of Cotwass. Cotwass was a gathering of all First Nations communities along the coast. They've been traveling on the ocean a lot longer than us in the north. And I'm sure that they'll be pleased and honored to have any of our First Nations brothers and sisters who are feeling that we can do it. We can travel with you. We're ready. And that's all we can leave on the floor, is that hope. So with that, I'd like to call our next young leader, Nikita, and she'll start this song for us. we've asked our pullers to stay on the floor, and we're going to turn the floor back over to our MC. I believe they wanted to do a grand entrance with us. And again, we're very happy to be here. We hope we can do this again. When we arrived on your shores this afternoon and we were greeted by that beautiful song, and when we watched your grand entrance, we knew we were going to have a good time. Thank you very much.
Well, I was informed that the viewers have to be up early, 5 in the morning, right, to leave? So we had a number of groups here, but we're limited on time. So we discussed it over here in the corner and thought we'd do a grand exit together. And to choose a song and dance together without a group formation. Just come in and have a good time.
Awesome. Wonderful.
So we'll ask the Canoe, the Tsimshians, to come out first, and you pick a song and we'll dance with you. Is that okay? You got a good song. I like that song you came out with those girls singing back and forth. That was really nice.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. Well, you can. We'll follow you. We'll come out with you. Go out in the foyer and we'll just enjoy ourselves. Okay?
Get my shoes on. Good. Ooh. My dad asked me for you guys to go up and take them out. We're going to have a grand exit right away. Oh, they're calling them the Tsimshians. Them the Tsimshians. Did they just say they want our Tsimshians up there? They did? Okay, well, let's go. They want our Tsimshians up there.
Okay, we're gonna have all the dancers, drummers, come and join us. Come have fun.